Hello and welcome to Steve Knows. It's time for the weekly VR news update. We have insight into Meta's big home space and game engine update. We have a Steam frame link, or is it just a misunderstanding? Quest feature updates, new games, and so much more. Also, if there was anything at all that you were looking for on the Meta store, you can use the discount code SteveKnows and save yourself some money. No catch, just use the code and save some pennies or cents. So I think that is enough chin wagging. Let's get started. So we're going to start off with this blog post on something that I've been talking about for the past year. It's about how Meta were wanting to create and leverage a game engine to transform the home space so it would improve our VR home interactions, the social abilities. It would just increase the possibilities that we could have in the home environment. So now Meta's finally showing off what's under the hood of what's coined the Horizon engine. You know, just Horizon, insert something here. This is the tech powering Horizon Worlds and the new home environment that you may have seen in the latest update. This is what's allowed for augments, for example. But Meta also wants to take this a step further and have developers use this to build next generation mixed reality titles. So getting rid of the ironically named Unity, although Meta did say it's going to integrate with these engines, Unreal and Unity, but we know how history goes. Meta just likes to take over. So this engine was designed from the ground up for VR and mixed reality, handling real-time lighting effects that react to your room, has smarter occlusion, where in pass-through your virtual assets can hide behind real objects, also a focus on ultra-low latency for interactions to tackle the shortcomings of Unreal and Unity, because they're not really designed to be running on mobile hardware, which the Quest is. And the Horizon engine's specific focus is for the Quest, boasting loading screens that are 4 times faster in Horizon, and more user instances using this engine, over 100 in a single play space. But again, I'm not just compelled to be in Horizon Worlds yet. So how much is this going to affect me? I don't know. I'm more interested in how this is going to affect my play space. Maybe they can keep expanding the feature set where I can have a friend literally knock on the door of my environment. I'm like, hey, what's up? And we just walk out the front door and we can visit the Horizon Marketplace, for example. That sort of seamless integration to make me want to be or feel invested in the metaverse. Now to touch on the kind of big story around the Steam frame. We have a leak. Well, I don't know if it's a leak or if it's a publicity stunt or if it's just something that already exists. The model leaks for the Roy controllers and they've just try to get ahead of the game. So references to the Steam frame have just appeared on the ProTube VR's website, including a release date for the accessory, which is that tied to the expected Steam frame release in February next year. This is all speculative, I don't know, but the accessory here is a fully tracked haptic VR pistol that has adaptive triggers, recoil feedback, native VR compatibility, something that looks perfect for the Gunman Contracts game. But is what we see here a fact, confirmation of the Steam frame, or is this, which I suspect, a company taking advantage of the leaked controller models for the Roy controllers and preparing accessories based upon that so they can be first out the gate? Or is it a genius marketing stunt because we're here now talking about it and talking about ProTube, which do, granted, have some pretty high quality products for VR. So the Steam frame had recently been registered, and then we had rumors about people going to Seattle, and we were like, is there going to be a reveal during Connect? Were we going to get a surprise announcement, which didn't come, and now we have this. So February is going to be the date I have in mind for the Steam frame, just based on this post, because I've got nothing else to go on. But I suspect this isn't a Steam frame link. This is simply, we have the controller models leaked, and we make accessories which use controllers. Let's just make some. I don't think it's anything more than that. What do you think? Something else rather exciting I want to talk about a find by Luna in the version 81 PTC testing channel. This is a new video setting we're going to get in our Quest, giving us multiple video codec options. This is obviously great for me. I'm a VR creator. I use in-headset capture and I want to deliver the highest quality visuals I can. So Meta is going from the H.264 codec to the HVEC H.265 for your in-headset video capture. But Steve, what does this mean? These are just words and numbers and letters. So what this means is the H.265 will give you better video quality for the same bitrate and smaller file sizes. So your gameplay clips will look much cleaner and sharper and won't eat into your entire storage. Because if you saw last week that 80% of my used up storage is video files, so yay for me. But do ensure the editing tools that you use support that codec, because that might be a gotcha. An annoying catch with this also is it does require more resources, more data processing for the video capture, so it may cause even more frame drops and performance issues if you're playing a beastly game and you want to capture in headset footage. And because of this, it uses more battery, it produces more heat, so you can get better quality and smaller file sizes, around 40% smaller as well. So you have to pick your poison here. Do you want more performance intensive capture, which results in better quality video footage, or do you just want a smoother gameplay experience? Pros and cons, but for me, I'm glad they've got it. Let's talk about games now. We love games, and the first is the X-Wing Alliance upgrade project. They have just taken a 1999 game experience and made it fully VR. So an X-Wing space simulator has been rebuilt supporting head tracking, cockpit POV dogfighting, just like the modern VR space fighter Squadrons. So you can now sit in the cockpit and see TIE fighters screaming past you over your shoulder, check your radar in 3D space, and actually feel like you're flying one of these ships, but from a game that began in 1999. The mod team here have reworked the lighting, the shaders, the cockpit assets, as well as bringing some modern standards with HD cutscenes, performance updates for smoother gameplay, and have updated the ship models. So although it's from 1999, it won't look and play and feel like it's from 1999. I do have to thank Upload for showcasing the HOTAS and the yaw support for this game for full immersion, so if you've got all these VR paraphernalia, you can get super immersed in another Star Wars experience. I'll leave a link down below for this. Get ready to sweat, or to quote UK slang, to have a rager, as Rager hits early access on October 15th. There is a demo available right now for the PC and Quest as well, if you wanted to try it out. A game aiming for unholy mix of rhythm and carnage. You'll blast, you'll punch, you'll dodge, all to the musical beat to chain things, so you get rage multipliers and of course sweat. It's a bit like a workout. The devs described it as a combat through flow, which we have seen in games like Batman, but granted, some people didn't like it, but it was for the masses, it worked, it helped people get into a flow state. And this game follows that roguelite structure as well. It has 360 arenas, so you'll have to be spinning on the spot, and some beastly soundtracks, which a game like this obviously is going to rely on massively. What I don't like about the look of this experience, though, is the static nature of it. I would like something a bit more like the Necro Dancer vibe, where you have locomotion, you can move through the 3D space. But I do like the idea of staged phases, as well as a boss fight at the end of it in this genre. I love a boss fight. Just not in real life. My boss is brilliant in real life. This next game is an absolute huge one. It's happening, the collaboration between Demeo and Dungeons and Dragons. Lovely crossover that includes a reskin of the game to match the franchise of Dungeons and Dragons. But of course, it has new boss battles, there's new lore and story. The characters have skill upgrades, and it even includes 20-sided dice. Resolution Games says this is the start of a long-term partnership as well, which may allude to official D&D campaigns coming soon in VR as well, which does seem feasible because this update is almost a way for them to work out mechanics, get mechanics working, but also get a return on investment on that time. A little tidbit is, on October 13th, the flat screen demo is going to be available for Steam Fest. So if you don't have VR, you don't play VR, you can still experience and enjoy this game on a flat screen. It's not the best way to play, but it opens up the game to more people, so I'm here for that. This releases on November 20th officially. Now, NDreams, the team behind Synapse and Ghostbusters Rise of the Ghost Lord, they had recently gone through a bit of a restructure. I did talk about it on this channel, and said they were going to be opening up smaller studios for creative endeavors, and we're about to see an outcome of one of those studios, the Compass team, with this new game, Wreckin Racoon. This is a physics-driven chaos sim where you play a raccoon breaking stuff in a diner. So we've seen VR titles go viral often where you embody an animal like I Am Cat, and this is similar as a chaos sim where you'll just exist in the world, experiment. It's your playground to have fun and see what's possible, but of course objectives in for those that need some purpose. I'm interested to see a studio that I know and love and see how they implement this sort of style of experience. Time for the quickfire news stories now, some lovely things that are nice to know. It is October, which means a new set of Quest Plus Oh, it's Horizon Plus now. I do that all the time. A new set of Horizon Plus games now. We have Ghost Town, a highly rated puzzle adventure, and the dev team of this were responsible for the title The Room, which is an absolute banger as well. We have Vampire the Masquerade, where you play as a vampire sneaking around the alleys of Venice, from fast travel games at Brilliant Studio 2, with some evergreen updates as well to the Horizon Plus catalogue. We have Maestro included, Red Matter 2, Zero Caliber Reloaded, Fruit Salon, Drop Dead the Cabin, and Starship Home. But we do lose from the evergreen catalogue Aspire 2, and one of my all-time favourites, Swarm. You will be missed. So that's it from me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. I hope there was something here to get you excited for VR again. I'll leave any links that you may find useful down below in the description. Don't forget to use code SteveKnows if you want to purchase something from the store to save money with no catch. Please hit subscribe and join me for next time. But more importantly, have a great week. Happy gaming. Good day!